I think England's bowling attack is quite consistent, and I think if you compare the two teams, I think England's bowling attack should be man for man a little bit more consistent given the conditions. If they play on pitches that move around a little bit, I think people like Sidebottom, Anderson and Broad will be, consistent line and length and keep the pressure on. And I think that's where England could prove to be stronger than New Zealand. I think it's going to be very tough for New Zealand to absorb the absence of Bond, their leading bowler. They do have other guys that they can turn to. I think the spin of Vittori, they're going to lean on him heavily. But I think in terms of depth, New Zealand may not, just at the moment, have the depth that England have. In terms of the batting, England's players, I think, will enjoy playing in New Zealand, and I think if England can do the hard yards against the new ball, if they can see off the new ball, then I think some of our guys should be looking to cash in. And of course, if they can do that, that will put England in a winning position. So if players like Bell, Peterson can go on and get big hundreds, then England will dominate, I think, the series. For me, I felt that the 5-test series was the ultimate to play against someone over that amount of matches, and the ups and downs that can go with it. And if people get the edge on you, if a bowler gets you out a couple of times, that can play on your mind. In a 3-test series, it's not quite the same. There may be a bit of rain around, which may affect the odd match. So I think it's very important in a 3-test match series to start well. And that's what England have to do. That first test, they have to look to go out there and assert themselves as a team and to try and get the edge over New Zealand. I think New Zealand can be difficult to beat in their home territory, if you like. But I do think that England have the all-round strength, the depth in their squad to be consistent. And I expect England to win perhaps 1 or 2-0.